What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And had to hit a buzzer beater today. I know I made 3 videos in my car earlier, but I said to myself as I was wrapping things up and was watching the Bill Hammer show, they were bringing these Republicans and Democrats on, talking about nothing more than impeachment. Now, here's my thing. We all know this is a farce. We all know that this is garbage, an attempt to undo an elected president. And the Democrats are playing the whole victim game. You know, I mean, when they had the power in the House to do these stupid trials, they were, this is the way things are going to be. We're coming up with our own rules as we go. Yeah, everything's kind of slanted towards us, making sure we can pick and choose who we want to testify. We can pick and choose the questions that we okay or don't okay. They were pretty much driving the ship here. I mean, they were on the wheels of steel, cutting it up, impeachment. So now that the power is shifted to the Senate, they're crying foul. They're, you know what, Mitch McConnell, he's mean. He's mean. He won't let us have our way. He won't let us do what we did in the House, which is make a mockery of the whole system and just completely run around like fools and like romper room kids and just making up rules as we go. He won't let us do it, and we're mad. And we want to be able to bring in witnesses that we could have subpoenaed a while back when we were, over in the House, but we chose not to. We chose not to. Now the question becomes, well, why didn't you do it? I mean, you had the power. Well, because, of course, it was an intimate threat to our democracy that we get President Trump out immediately. We had to do this right now. So you do it, and you don't subpoena the people that you claim you want to hear from. Not to mention, you hold the articles of impeachment for God knows how many days. I mean, I lost count. Somewhere in the 20s, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Who's keeping count? And then finally goes to the Senate, and now you want more provisions. Now you want somebody to roll over and allow you to do what you was too lazy to do in the House. And you want Mitch and them to do it. And the argument is, if President Trump doesn't have anything to hide, then why can't he have witnesses come in? I mean, I don't see what the problem is, right? Yeah, they're trying to make it seem like all we want to do is just hear from John Bolton. And if the senators over in the Senate don't agree, then it's obvious that it's a cover-up. So what has happened is people are starting to pull their card. I saw some guy on Bill Hammer today, some senator, and he asked, okay, well, what about a tit for tat? He said, so if you guys want a witness, why can't you give the president a witness? For example, Hunter Biden. Now, here is an argument that they've been putting out. I guess the talking point to defend that is this. Well, I mean, Hunter Biden, he's totally irrelevant to the articles of impeachment. I mean, when I think of a witness should only have information to contribute to the accusations. And since Hunter Biden doesn't have firsthand knowledge of any of these accusations or anything dealing with those 2 articles, then he's irrelevant. Now, unfortunately, I guess some of the commentators on Fox, maybe they don't think broad enough. I mean, they do come back with some rebuttals, but they miss the obvious rebuttal. Because every time I hear that talking point, the first thing I think of is, are you kidding me? What do you mean Hunter Biden is not a actual credible witness or a first-hand witness, or he's irrelevant to the whole case? What do you mean when you say that? Because this whole thing started because y'all said President Trump asked about Hunter Biden's dealings with the Ukraine and Joe Biden allowing it and wanting the prosecutor fired. It was not because he was curious about what Hunter was up to and what Joe was up to. It had nothing to do with that. It was solely because he wanted to gather dirt on his opponent, hurt his opponent, and benefit himself in the 2020 elections. So now then, if you bring Hunty old boy in and you prove that Hunter Biden really did get that job because of dear old dad, and dear old dad really was aiding and abetting his behavior and his corruption, now that validates President Trump's reason for asking about it. Now you can't have an argument about, well, he only did this because he wanted to hurt Joe Biden and he wanted to help himself for 2020. Now you can legitimately see why he asked that question, and he was right by asking it. So Hunter Biden is essential to the case. And I wish some of these Fox commentators that are asking or talking to these Democrat senators and congressmen who's presenting that argument, I wish they would slap their face with that whole thing. What are you talking about? He's crucial to the whole argument. If we prove that Hunty and Joe Biden was corrupt, then their whole impeachment case goes straight out the window. So now, that's just me. That's just me thinking out loud. And if I can put these pieces together, you know, I mean, I'm no slouch. I won't say I'm an Einstein, just fell off, I'm not the brightest apple on the tree, but I'm not the dullest one either. Okay? I got some noodles. And if I could put that together, surely these commentators can. And surely when they bring in witnesses, if they do, they should pick Hunter number 1 and Joe Biden 2, and then pencil next shift number 3. You dig what I'm saying? Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Thanks for chilling with me, y'all. Thanks for tolerating 4 videos today. And, you know, maybe when YouTube get off my back, I drop some other stuff. I mean, I got a lot to talk about, y'all. A lot to talk about. But I got to, be careful and everything. People over my back listening and stuff. YouTube, they don't like what I'm saying sometimes. So anyway, don't forget, check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30. live on my radio blog talk show on YouTube and on Facebook, 7:30. Don't forget to check out Extreme Teas. My man Gizmo over there is going to town on this little, stuffed animal. I mean, he thinks he's killing something, too. It's a wolf. It's a little wolf stuffed animal. He's shaking it. He's like, yeah, take that. Kind of like I want to do on some of these Dems Reps. But anyway, you get focused. So check out Extreme Teas. And if you like something, put my name in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Make sure your notifications are set for all. And that if you have been unsubscribed, resubscribe, please. And finally, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom to do that. Find me on Facebook and Twitter. God bless. See you next time. Kevin's Corner.